Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So on today's look, as you can tell, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do this warm, smoky eye type of thing. Don't know what to call it, okay? We're going to stick to that. So it's a very warm brown tone type of look. I thought it was more on the natural side, so I thought I would teach you guys how to do it. So if you guys are interested in seeing more videos like this in the future, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button before you guys keep watching. Any social media that you want to keep up with me with, it's also in the description along with all the products that I used. But yeah, if you guys want to learn how to do this look, then make sure you guys keep on watching. So my hair is back, ready to roll. My first transition color, since this is going to be a warm toned type of look, I want to go in with a soft orange color. For that, I'm going to be using my NYX Brights palette. I use this in a lot of my tutorials. It's going to be this peachy, I guess that's what it is, peachy. I'm going to go in with that peachy color with the biggest buffing brush that I have, and I'm going to be going in and doing like back and forth motions on the crease. And notice how for this eye, I did it progressively. I would dab into the color, blend, then go back in with the color, blend, and then just build it up from there. You don't want to just throw it all on there at once. You really want to like progressively go into this. So you really want to make sure you go in there slowly and progressively, and you want to go in windshield wiper motions so there's an even application throughout the whole entire crease. And you just want to keep building it up until they match the same like type of color, and they're like the same amount of dark on each eye. You don't want to have one that's a little lighter than the other. You want to get it as close to each other as possible, and you want to buff it out so it kind of has like that soft airbrush effect, like very like, and I like it. It's looking pretty good so far. So now we're gonna move on to the next transition color. Like I said, I want to keep this very brown, very warm toned. So we're gonna move on to my Morphe 35W palette. The next transition color I'm gonna be using is this one. It's one of my favorites. It's like this warm brown, like chocolatey type of color. So I'm gonna be using that since it's a little darker than the previous color I just used, and I'm gonna be applying it like deeper in the crease. And I'm gonna be using a brush that's a little smaller. And we're keeping it closer to the crease, starting it here at the outside, and then working it back and forth in windshield wiper motions here at the crease. To make sure everything is nice and well blended with the two colors, you want to go back with the first brush that you had, and if it still has color, that's fine, and just soften it up a bit just in case it got too harsh. I can already see that it's already starting to soften up, so this part is very important just to keep the colors looking very soft and gradient. Moving on with a dense brush. This picks up a lot of product, so when you're going in with a dense brush, make sure you don't go in with a lot of product to start it off. I'm going to be using a dark color, so I have to be extra careful. I'm going to be going in with this one. It's like this plum brown color. I'm going to test it out on my hand first. Yeah, that was way too much. Just dab it off until you feel like it's the right amount to start off on your eye. So you always want to start at the bottom outer corner on your eyes, and then slowly work your way up, deepening the crease. And if you feel like you need more product, then you can obviously go in and get some more. But right now this is looking about right. And then you can start doing windshield wiper motions here above the crease as well. Alright, so that's looking pretty even. So now we're going to move on to the lid space color. So for the lid space color, I'm going to be going in with this gold brown pigment from L'Oreal Paris. It's in the shade Amber Rush. What I find with pigments is that they don't like to stay on very well unless there's like an adhesive under. You can use concealer, but today I'm going to be using this glitter primer from NYX, and I feel like this pretty much gets the job done pretty well, and it ends up showing up a lot better. I'll be putting that in the back of my hand. I'm going to be applying that with a flat brush. And it does dry pretty quickly, so you need to apply the pigment pretty fast after. Grab a flat brush, and then you're going to start placing it. And this color kind of gives like a kind of type of glow to it. It's not super dark, and it gives it a nice effect to the whole look. And as you can see, there's like that harsh line right there, and we're going to clean it up and blend it after I place the other eye, because I don't want this glue in the back of my hand to dry either. So let me just do this. And then I'm gonna go back in with the brush, the one that was really dense. I'm not gonna be adding any more product, but I am gonna use whatever is left on the brush to just blend everything in. And if I feel like I need any more, then I will go back. But usually you don't wanna start by just going in with more product. You just wanna use whatever's left. And ideally, this is using a teeny tiny brush. I'm going to use my Laura Geller highlighter. My sister is screaming outside. And I'm gonna go in with a little more product here at the end, since I feel like it does need it. So as you can see, everything is nice and well blended now. I'm gonna get my Laura Geller highlighter. This one is in the shade Gilded Honey, and I'm gonna be putting that in the inner corner. And this is just gonna help tie everything together. It just adds like a nice little glow in the inner corner. And then just build it up to your preference. So now we're gonna move on to some eyeliner. My favorite right now is the NYX Matte Liquid Eyeliner. I don't know why I just forgot what it was called, but yeah, that's what it's called. And I'm just gonna be applying a wing. So these are very long, dramatic lashes, but I'm gonna go for it anyways because I'm feeling them today. Make sure you put eyelash glue all throughout the band. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but sometimes people forget to put like glue on the inside part of the lash band, and there's like space between there, and it just kind of comes off from the center. And those are my siblings screaming in the background. So now we're ready to apply, since it is pretty tacky now, so I'm just gonna pop it on. Actually, I'm just gonna like try not to scream as I do this. I wish it was as easy to like pop it on and it's just ready. This eye is watering. I can already sense it. Putting the other eyelash is not gonna be fun, let me tell you right now. So while that lash band is drying, I'm just gonna apply some of that first transition color that we had from the beginning to my bottom lash line. It's not as dark as I want it to be, so when I pop this lash on, we'll go in with a darker shade. But while we're waiting, might as well start with that first color anyway. I wish I didn't make any weird faces while doing this, but hey, we all have our flaws. So it's looking pretty tacky, ready to go.
Do you have another room key? Pepe locked my room with the key inside.
No, I don't have a single one. So my little brother just locked my sister's room, and the room key was inside her room, and now she's tripping out. So that's what all the screaming was. Like I was saying, we're gonna move on to the bottom lash color. I'm gonna be using this angled brush. I have like this little brow palette that has like a nice brown color. It's like this one, it has translucent powder on it, but we're gonna go for it and we're gonna apply that to the outer corners and smoke it out and blend it pretty well. And if you find that it's a little harsh like this, you can blend it out with that brush we had. Where is it? It was literally right here. Oh my god. And we're just gonna blend it out again. Just soften it so there's no harsh lines. So we're gonna combine the fake lashes and the natural lashes with this Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara. And we're just gonna do a very thin coat to the top lashes and like a medium coat to the bottom lashes. Let me just do these weird faces real quick. And if you want your eyes to look bigger, since we did take away a lot of the kind of brightness from under the eye, you can go in with a white eyeliner pencil. The one that does not move at all, the one that I use, is the Highbrow from Benefit. This one will not move. As soon as you place it, I recommend using this. And you want to apply that like directly on your waterline. As you can see, there's like some mascara that got like kind of white on it, so you can go back with the mascara and it'll just redo it, or you can go in with a powder and that'll do the trick as well. And as you can see, it looks very doll-like. It makes my eyes look a lot brighter, and I just like this effect to the max. I really like it. And sometimes some powder of the eyeshadow would get on the brows. So lastly, I always like to comb through them with my NYX brow mascara. This is in the shade Burnett. Alright, well that concludes today's video. I'm so happy that you guys tuned in and that you guys stayed till the end. And I hope you guys learned a little thing or two on how to achieve this look. If you guys have any questions on the techniques that I used, you can ask below in the comments. But as far as products, I have it usually listed in my description. Any further questions I would be happy to answer on the comments as well. If you guys like this video, you know what to do. Give that video a thumbs up. And also, if you want to follow me on my other social media, feel free to reach out to me through Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. It's all listed in my description. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. But that's pretty much it, guys. I'll see you guys next time, and bye!